Hello, Internet. This is going to be a bit of a kind of rambly video, I guess. 'Cause obviously, I don't script these things. On Nina the Killer, who is my favorite creepypasta. For those who don't know, creepypasta is a web-based horror thing, story-sharing thingamabob, where, especially from like 2009 to the 2010s, like late 2010s was its like heyday, where people would make their own characters and their own horror stories. So Nina the Killer's story is basically, in a nutshell, she's obsessed with a serial killer who's from creepypasta. She's a spin-off character and wants to be just like him, and in the end becomes basically just like him, right? So female version of Jeff the Killer, essentially. And she is, before I get into the reboot, sorry, and she wears like a purple jacket, and she's got like purple streaks in her hair, and she's got like long black hair just like Jeff, and she looks like Jeff. She's got the white skin, the scarred mouth, the whole shebang, right? And recently there was a rebooted story about 2-3 years ago, and I'm only just now finding out about it, and I really don't like it, and I'm going to get into my reasons why. Because in her reboot, she basically wears black and red. Her mouth is still scarred, but she doesn't have the white skin. And when I say white skin, I don't mean like white. I mean like literally like clown white, like Joker. And she's a mercenary. So basically she was one of Jeff's victims. She was an orphan. She became a mercenary, obsessed with killing Jeff the Killer, right? You know who else is like that? Jane the Killer, who was one of his victims and is now obsessed with killing Jeff, and kills people he's going to kill before he kills them, thinking of herself as kind of like a vigilante. So basically what they did was they took Nina, who had an amazing concept. Like, a lot of people would disagree with this, but I think it was such a great concept. You know, obsessive fangirl who wants to be just like Jeff, which a lot of people hate that story and they think it's so dumb, blah, 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 which is weird because the same thing Nina gets flack for is the same thing that the Legion from Dead by Daylight gets praised for. An obsessive girl who wants to be like her idol, who is a serial killer, right? But here's what I find funny is they're praising this new story and redesign like she's so much better than old Nina. It's such a great new concept, as if she's not literally just like Jane the Killer, but like boring. And this is obviously just my opinion. I'm not saying you can't like reboot Nina or you have to like old Nina. Like whatever you like. But I'm just saying I think Nina was just fine the way she was before. She didn't need a reboot. Yes, I know the original story wasn't the greatest, but there's been so many rewrites of her story that have actually redeemed her and made her way better. For example, Jordan Persegati is a channel I've loved watching. He does like art videos and creepypasta videos, and he rewrote Nina's story, and it was actually really, really, really good.